If she says any of these 10 things, leave her immediately. Your emotional well-being depends on it. You see, relationships are a delicate dance of give and take, but when your partner starts using language that belittles, gaslights, or controls, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. The truth is, words have power, and when used maliciously, they can erode your self-worth and confidence. Don't let her words become your reality. Trust your instincts and recognize the red flags. If she says any of the following 10 things, it's time to prioritize your own emotional liberation and leave the relationship behind. Number 1. I'm busy right now. Are you tired of feeling dismissed and unimportant in your relationship? If she says I'm busy right now whenever you try to talk to her, it's a red flag that she's not prioritizing your feelings or needs. This term may seem harmless, but it's a subtle way of saying that her time and attention are more valuable than yours. If she's always busy when you need her, it's a sign that she's not invested in the relationship or willing to work through issues with you. Don't let her constant busyness become an excuse for neglecting your emotional well-being. Number 2. He's just a friend. When she says he's just a friend, believe her, but not in the way she intends. This word is often a thinly veiled attempt to downplay a connection that's clearly more than platonic. If she's insisting that a guy is just a friend, but she's constantly texting him, laughing at his jokes, or accidentally bumping into him, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate the relationship. For example, let's say she's always working late with a male colleague, but when you ask her about it, she brushes it off by saying he's just a friend. Meanwhile, you've noticed that she's been dressing more attractively and seems more energized when she's around him. Don't ignore your instincts. If she's prioritizing someone else's attention over yours, it's time to leave. Number 3. We need to take a break. Are you feeling like you're always walking on eggshells in your relationship, never knowing when she'll pull the rug out from under you? If she says we need to take a break, it's a sign that she's already checked out emotionally and is looking for a way to distance herself from you. This phrase is often a precursor to a full-blown breakup, and it's a clear indication that she's no longer invested in the relationship. Don't be fooled into thinking that a break will help you recharge or work on yourself. It's usually just a euphemism for I need space from you. If she's suggesting a break, it's time to take a hard look at the relationship and consider whether it's worth saving. Number 4. It's always your fault. When she says it's always your fault, she's revealing a disturbing truth. She's more interested in winning arguments than in building a healthy relationship. This expression is a power play designed to manipulate and control. By always blaming you, she avoids taking responsibility for her own actions and emotions, leaving you feeling defensive, unheard, and unvalued. A relationship is a two-way street, requiring mutual respect, trust, and accountability. If she's constantly shifting the blame, it's a sign that she's not invested in building a partnership with you. Don't let her toxic behavior erode your self-worth. Recognize the pattern and leave immediately. You deserve a relationship where both voices are heard and valued. Number 5. You're too sensitive. When she says you're too sensitive, she's not trying to help you toughen up, she's gaslighting you. This phrase is a subtle way of dismissing your emotions, making you feel like you're overreacting or being too dramatic. But here's the truth, your feelings are valid, and you have every right to express them. If she's constantly telling you that you're too sensitive, it's a sign that she's not willing to listen, validate, or support you. She's prioritizing her own comfort over your emotional well-being. Number 6. She points out more of your flaws. Are you tired of feeling like you're never good enough in your relationship? If she constantly points out more of your flaws, it's a sign that she's more invested in criticizing you than in building you up. This behavior is not only toxic but also emotionally draining. For instance, let's say you're cooking dinner together and you accidentally burn the vegetables. A supportive partner might lovingly tease you about your cooking skills and offer to help. But if she says something like, "You always mess things up, can't you do anything right?" That's a red flag. By constantly focusing on your imperfections, she's attempting to erode your self-confidence and make you feel like you're lucky to have her. Remember, you deserve someone who will comfort and support you, not tear you down. If she's constantly nitpicking and belittling you, it's time to leave. Number 7. She starts accusing you of cheating. She starts accusing you of cheating, a classic manipulation tactic used by those who are actually guilty themselves. If she suddenly becomes obsessed with the idea that you're being unfaithful, it's likely a projection of her own behavior. By accusing you, she's attempting to shift the focus away from her own actions and onto you. This is a toxic behavior that can lead to emotional distress, anxiety, and even gaslighting. A healthy partner trusts and respects you, and doesn't constantly question your loyalty. If she's repeatedly accusing you of cheating without evidence, it's time to leave. You deserve someone who values honesty and communication, not manipulation and control. Don't let her toxic behavior destroy your self-worth. Recognize the pattern and walk away. Number 8. It's always about her. Is every conversation with her a one-way street, where she dominates the discussion and dismisses your thoughts and feelings? If she always steers the conversation back to herself, it's a sign that she's more interested in her own needs and desires than in building a mutual connection with you. This self-centered behavior can be emotionally draining and indicate a lack of empathy and understanding. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on reciprocity, where both partners listen and support each other. If she consistently prioritizes her own concerns and disregards yours, it's time to leave. You deserve someone who values your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Don't let her self-absorption suffocate you. Number 9. My ex used to do that. If she says, "My ex used to do that," in response to your concerns or needs, it's a red flag that she's not invested in building a healthy relationship with you. This phrase is a deflection tactic, implying that your feelings or issues are not unique to her, but rather a result of your own past experiences or baggage. By invoking her ex, she's avoiding accountability and shifting the focus away from her own behavior. For example, if you express frustration with her constant lateness, and she responds with, "My ex used to get upset about that too," she's dismissing your valid concern and implying that you're the problem, not her. This behavior can be emotionally draining and indicate a lack of empathy. Number 10. I have no one else. If she says, "I have no one else," she's essentially telling you that you're her last resort, and that's a poisonous dynamic to be in. This term is a manipulation tactic, implying that you should feel grateful to be with her, despite her poor treatment of you. It's a way of controlling you, making you feel like you're lucky to have her in your life, no matter how badly she behaves. For instance, if you confront her about her constant lying, and she responds with, "I have no one else, I'd be alone without you," she's using emotional blackmail to keep you silent and submissive. A healthy partner values and respects you. They don't use guilt and manipulation to keep you in a toxic relationship. In conclusion, if she says any of these 10 things, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate the relationship. Phrases like, "You're too sensitive," "It's always your fault," and "I have no one else" are not just harmless words, they're red flags indicating a toxic dynamic. Remember, a healthy partner prioritizes your emotional well-being, values your thoughts and feelings, and takes responsibility for their actions. Don't let manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional abuse define your relationship. Trust your instincts, recognize the patterns, and leave immediately. You deserve someone who loves and respects you for who you are.